Honey? You tired? Huh? Surprise! It's actually been slow today, but I noticed on Uber, on the Uber app, like if you're persistent with your orders and every month they give you like you could add $50 to your account. So let's say you make $150 that day, right, or $100, and you need the extra $50 up to $100. You can add it for free to your Uber account, but then you have to pay it back. So like every delivery they deduct it, you know. So when I have slow days, you know, I would add the $50. Depends what level you're on. If you're, what is it, like the premium or something, you're eligible up to $100. So I'm on the gold, and I'm only able to advance $50. So sometimes when you have a bad day, you know, like today's slow, if I make $150 and I need the extra 50, like I was saying, I will accept the $50. It's like an upfront pay, and they add it to your total balance. So 150 plus 50 is $200. But then when you accept an order, they deduct it from the money you owe, the $50. If you owe them $50, they deduct it. Oh yeah, I was talking about Uber because I had a phone call. Every time I'm trying to do a video that doesn't get views, somebody's calling me. That there's the app, it's the Uber Eats, right? And it's actually, because you have two apps. You have the app that's the Uber, when you gonna, you know, do delivery or get orders, and then the second app is where your money goes. It's like I call it the money app, and they'll send you a text or an email saying that you qualify for $50 or $100 extra on top of the money you make, but you have to pay that back. So that's good though, because when you have slow days, you know, and you're not making enough money, that helps. So if you make 150, you can, you know, with the $50, that you make $200, and then the next day you got to pay that back, $50, and then you can keep using it over and over. I don't know, it hasn't I just started using it like a week ago, so it says that I qualify, you know, every day. So, and there is a max limit, but I don't know what the max limit is, because I guess the max limit, like every month they give you so many backups, you know, and once that's used up, you can't use the backup anymore. And I haven't got to the $100 yet. That'd be nice if you were to, you know, use 100, and if you make 150, and then you can use the $100 backup, so you'll make $250, right, in one day. That's pretty good. And then the next day you got to pay that off. So anyways, I don't plan on doing Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash. I haven't been doing DoorDash lately. DoorDash it sucks, really. They haven't really been paying me anything. Like sometimes you get these orders where they want you to drive 10 miles for $12, and I just decline it or I turn it off. One thing, and your level goes down, right, on DoorDash. Uber Eats, I don't know if they don't care, but they all have levels. Grubhub is probably the hardest to reach a certain level because there's not enough, you don't make enough money, you know. Like, and then, I don't know, to me, Uber Eats is the best app because, what was it, Monday and Tuesday, see, Seattle's got this thing, like if you deliver to Seattle, they have to pay drivers the minimum wage. And if you get tips, right? If you don't get tips, you don't get tips. But they have to pay the minimum wage and like the miles, you know, for people that deliver in the Seattle area. As far as I know, I read about it, you know. So let me tell you what happened. So Monday, they had an order from here to Seattle. It was maybe like a 10-minute drive, and they paid me $48 to drive like 15 miles, and then on top of that I got a tip, so I made $68 for driving a short distance. So I made that day, Monday, I made almost $200 like in 4 hours. And then Tuesday, which was yesterday, I made another one. It was like going towards Seattle, and I made what was it, $45. Took me like half an hour. So I like those orders. I like when it says to go to Seattle and deliver food from them. You know, you're usually getting paid good money, you know. It's not the best, but you know, it's something. But I like those orders. All right, so the video cut out. As you know, I'm wearing a different shirt. So I was saying that, yeah, I'm not going to be doing this forever. But this is just temporarily to make a little extra money, get back on my feet. And when the business picks up with vending, and I'm making good money on the vending machines, then I would decide not to be doing Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash, you know, because it's like you have to hustle and you have to find the good delivery payouts, you know, otherwise it's not worth it, you know. And sometimes you can be sitting like what I'm doing now in my car for like an hour until you get another order. So, you're Snoopy. My Snoop, what you doing, baby? You taking a nap? I'm hungry. What you mean? What am I doing? You hungry? So, like in my area, I was saying that it's in the morning. Usually, it's busy in the morning, like from 5 to 10, and then from like 11:30, 12 to about 2:30, it's busy, and then it's like dead from 3 to like 5 or 6, depending what day it is. So I find that Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No, wait. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday is busy. I mean, most of the day. And then like Wednesday and Thursday are the slowest in my area. So I don't know about your area. And you kind of like catch on, you know, as you do it, you know, as you're door dashing. Anyway, so I'm at the park now. I'm gonna take a little walk. I'm gonna stretch my legs, guys. So if you haven't tried it, you know, go to Uber Eats, and where you receive your money on the payout app, see if you met the requirements to withdraw early. You know, you can withdraw $50 up to $100 depending on your level, and you pay them back. And there's no time frame, and they don't charge you no fees, and they don't do credit checks. And that's a good thing, like I was telling you, you know, so you can make okay money, you know. You're not gonna be rich, but it helps because like when there's a slow day, you know. Anyways, I'm repeating myself, so I don't like it when I repeat myself because I have a habit of doing that. So oh, I'm on a stretch. I'm gonna stretch. You wanna go for a walk? Huh? Wanna go climb that mountain? Oh yeah. Where are my boots, partner? I'm ready. Where are your hiking boots, honey? I don't know. Did you brush your teeth? Oh yeah, I used that Colgate. You use Colgate? Alright, so we'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace out. Enjoy the weather, you know. See you in the next video.